internet's too shoddy down here for me to set it up.
Oh, shame is a prison. It's cruel as a grave. Shame is a robber.
Hey, you guys.
He's come to take my name. Oh, love is my redeemer, lifting me up from the ground. Love is the power where my freedom song is found. There ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. There ain't no grave gonna hold my body down.
Rumble. I don't have the internet for it down here. I didn't get it. It wasn't set. I didn't get it set up before I left, and it won't let me do it.
Oh, if you walked out of the grave and walk into. If you walked out of the grave, I'm walking too. If you walked out of the grave, I'm walking too. Hey. If you walked out of the grave, I'm walking too. Hey. Hey. Oh, if you walked out of the grave, I'm walking too. If you walked out of the
Hey, Jay.
grave, I'm walking too.
Did you go watch The War on Truth?
That's the new one you bought?
No.
Okay.
No, it comes in tomorrow. This is no. It was pretty good, wasn't it, Jay? Not me, but the movie itself. All right, it's starting to rain, rain, rain. Poor Mr. Dwight has to do all of it.
I'm running for your heart. I'm running for your heart. Till I'm so on fire. Lord, I'm longing for your ways. I'm waiting for the day when I'm so on fire. Till I'm so on fire.
It sounds like you're down too
I'm running for your heart. I'm running for your heart. Till I'm so
看有国旗吗？
I'm longing for your ways. I'm waiting for the day when I'm so on fire. Till I'm so on fire. Glory is all joy I have. And I have a wonder
我车上有夹子，要不要我查？
in this darkness will lead me through until all I see is you. I'm for
Oh, that's nice. Thank you for your help.
Bluetooth pairing.
Perfect timing. Thank you so much, Leo. Hopefully, I can get airflow to come down here. I'll be moving into our other place tomorrow. Thank you, Sharon. I'll help on the gas.
Bluetooth connected.
Jericho said he might be here tonight. He told me that.
Oh, you know?
Yeah. But maybe he said it's going to be iffy, so hope he shows up. Rain might have messed him up.
Uh-oh. What happens to my phone in my pocket?
It just said Bluetooth connected, so I think you do.
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
Don't let me burn for you again. Let me return to you again. And Lord, let me burn for you again. Let me return to you again.
My kid,
God, I'm running for your heart. I'm running for your heart till I am so on fire. Lord, I'm longing for your ways. I'm waiting for the day when I am so on fire. God, I'm running for your heart. I'm running for your ways till I am so on fire. I wanna be till I am so on fire. Till I am so on fire.
All right. I'm so thankful for the rain. I don't know about y'all, but the earth needed some washing.
Amen. So did the
So,
atmosphere.
yeah, it did.
so did this stinky city.
Yeah,
It
so
always
we're
needs
all
water.
happy for it. All right, so we're going to go and pray right now.
Turns out some of the good. And
Yeah.
Oh, let's wait on Lily.
Yep, she's coming back.
Well, while we're waiting on Lily, we do have good news that Miss Mickey will be back on Saturday. Yay, I know. You know, she's had to careful. Rebecca may fall over. No, I'm joking. It's just so fragile, isn't it? It's like you barely touch it, and I see. You know, so I'll be glad to see her. She'll be coming back, and it'll be a good time. So here comes Miss Lily. It is a thunderstorm, though. It rained so hard on us
Yes.
earlier.
I had my umbrella in the car.
Uh-huh.
I learned this trick. Well, the wind took it and it did that. You know.
Oh no.
Thing.
But you know, it has those. I don't know which hinges.
It's flexible. You
So
can
I
pull
moved
it
it back and it's okay.
Right.
I seen it. I said, "Oh no!"
Father in heaven, we come before you today. We give thanks for this, the rain, for the downpour, for the refreshing of this rain for us, not only for the ground, but also for us. Your presence, that you would raise us up once again, stronger and even more committed
Yes.
to stand for justice and righteousness. We give thanks for the things going on in Milwaukee, for the events leading up to this day. We know that each day is in your hand, and each event happens not without your knowledge and not without your wisdom and guiding hands. And we see the result of events happening, and we praise you, and we lift up our eyes to you, and we look forward to this coming November
Yes.
with the knowledge that America will be saved. America will return back to the foundation of the founding
New
father.
birth of freedom.
Is a beginning. More work to do, and we pray and we ask that you lead us and guide us. Most of all, we pray for the patriots here and around the country that are being persecuted, that they will see justice in each of their case, whatever they are, that their actions will be examined in a true light, and justice will be rendered according to what they have done or have not done. We give thanks for all the families that you are with them. You will supply their needs, and that you will comfort them in time of stress and worry. That they will find comfort in you.
Yes.
Father, we give thanks for Mickey, that you will bring her safely back to us, and that that she will once again be the leader here, and that we stand together for Ashley,
Yes.
and for Roseanne, and for Benjamin, and for Kevin, and even for Officer Brian, that that their sacrifice are not forgotten, and that the truth will come out and justice will be served. We thank you. We thank you once again for this evening, that we can stand together, though few in numbers, but we stand united. And because we're united, we stand strong. We thank you. We pray in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Excellent.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Yep.
We have a lot of
Viewers.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean, this is the amazing thing about live stream. And Roy and I were talking about, the media and how can you believe all these things, that are coming out, especially in the wake of the attempted assassination upon President Trump. And thank you, Dwight. It's fine. Thank you. And y'all are the real media. When you have live streamers that show up and you have people live streaming, it tells the truth. Well, Deb, here, let's Deb's right here. And so I'm thankful. I'm so thankful. When we have media come out here and they want to ask us about our experiences out here and everything, the number one thing is that Mickey Whithoff is a fighter, and live streamers changed everything.
Yes.
So, that is absolute truth. And, it has made a difference, and it's reached so many people. And, and with that said, in the coming days, in the wake of the attempted assassination, we need to be very mindful of the information that we're given, and not allow it to cause any how can I put it? You know, you need to allow the information to come in and just to understand that it's gonna be a very long process to figure out where the failures were, what happened, and we need to be more, you know, laser focused on making sure that this is too big to rig, and allow people to do the investigations, play our part in making sure that we hold our representatives and our senators accountable, and making sure that we do get a real investigation. But we have to be focused on the end goal. We have to be focused on November 5th. And we have to make sure that we accomplish all of this. We have to make it too big to rig. It's too important. This is our time. And, you know, just like yesterday, Daniel Ball said, you know, we need to make Election Day a day of celebration and a day of just real jubilation. And we need to make sure that we're out and doing our part. You know, there are just so many questions surrounding everything that has happened, you know, in the last few days. And once again, we need to be mindful and allow people to do their jobs, and make sure that our representatives do theirs. I do know that I saw on X that the subpoenas have been given out to the head of the Secret Service, and as Elon Musk calls her, Cheeto, he calls her Cheeto. Chief Secret Service Agent Cheeto. So, you know, they have been subpoenaed today, so we'll see if they show up. And it's absolutely important that they do. Why wouldn't you want to show up and say, how can we make this better? And what did we do wrong? You know, there are, you know, everything is learning, you know, so as we go through this, we need to understand what happened that day. And just as bystanders and seeing what's out there, we already know that there were extreme failures of the day. And I think, you know, once again, I have to go back to how Trump looked when he walked into the RNC. You know, it was truly someone who had been humbled. And, you know, the stories that are coming out of the RNC, the people telling their story about their journey to America First, and why they are that now, and why are they MAGA. And they are that because they are waking up to what corruption is on the left. And they realize that it's not about them. It's always been, you know, about the power. And it is a beautiful thing to watch. It really is a beautiful thing to watch. There's a really cute video out there of some Uganda little boys doing a reenactment of the attempted assassination, and these little village boys, it is absolutely adorable. I think everyone should watch it. We'll show Dwight and them, or see if we can. I don't know if everyone can see it, but yeah, everybody should watch it. If not, just look it up. It is so cute. And while you're looking, you know, if you missed Robert Morse's Bastille Day letter, we have it on our 4Ashli site from Troopers and Kim. And we also have the letter written to Susie. And it's on 4Ashli, the number 4 ASHLI. And so we'll listen to music. Welcome, Deb.
Hey, good to see you. There's a couple hamburgers here.
All right,
Thank you. There are others are cheeseburgers. So thank you for the goodies. You're welcome. What I want to say is, you know, I only got 4 fries.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Shake some on a napkin.
Yeah.
Oh, is Alan not up there? He would just let you by.
There was a couple cars up there.
They burning the country down with their progressiveness. It started with changing what gender is, then graduated to your racist if you think that your life matters and your skin don't have melanin. They don't want peace, they want skeletons. They want men to pretend that they're feminine. They don't want an election, they got so offended by freedom that they just tried killing the president. I used to think that the woke were misguided, but now I can see that they're evil. Twitter is angry that Trump isn't dead. You know who got shot? Innocent people. Thought y'all were tolerant, thought we were equals. I thought you valued how everyone feels. Then why are y'all celebrating an attempted assassination like you're part of Antifa? Thank God the left can't aim. Thank God the right don't riot. Welcome to the home of the brave. Freedom ain't afraid of violence. You wish you was dying? Bitch, you missed. Thank God the left can't aim. Why can't we just shoot straight? Y'all are going insane. Bitch, you missed. There's no one else you can blame. Tried to lock him up in a cage. Now you trying to kill what you hate. Bitch, you missed. Told us trust the science, but it never made sense to me. Why would we put all our trust in the enemy? Millions of people are hooked on amphetamines. They're making billions on untested remedies. Borders are open to people with felonies. Biden can't stop them, he don't have the energy. Y'all want to kill the man trying to fight for a better tomorrow by making him Kennedy? I tried to give y'all a chance, like maybe the left isn't nuts.
Oh, sorry. We'll play it later. Right?
I'm thinking about the world right now, and America. The only country standing is scary, yeah. 85 billion.
Lord, my head's been hurt.
I think it had language.
My back's been aching. The water's drying up and there's a hole in the making. People eating bugs cause they won't eat bacon. Doggone it. Needles in the streets, folks hardly surviving. On sidewalks next to highways full of cars self-driving. The poor keep hurting, the rich keep thriving. Doggone it. There's a little town somewhere. The only thing you hear at night is that old mill humming. Traffic backs up when that old sweet North Southern train coming. With me and the dog on it.
I can't wait to watch that.
Just me and the dog on it. People's crying about burning coal.
It was so
not
cute.
Poor souls.
They did better than the regular Secret Service.
I reckon there's been a many good men in the grave trying to keep all.
It's really cute.
Down in the oil fields and the pipeline and the linemen and the coal mines.
No, absolutely. It just shows the worldwide impact.
Bullshit. And Republicans, Democrats, Lord, I swear they're all just full of crap. I ain't never seen a good city slicking bureaucrat.
I don't know what's over there that makes that
There's a
noise.
little town somewhere.
I think sometimes
The
like
only
here over
thing
here,
you
that loud
hear
ring
at night
is
that
the
old
dumpsters.
mill.
I think they're dumping dumpsters. I have that in my head.
Only time traffic backs up.
But I think that's it, because it only happens every
When
so
that
often.
old sweet North Southern train.
But that popping sound, I don't know what that is. To me, like if I'm not looking at it, it sounds like going over a wooden
With
bridge.
me
Like
and the
that
dog.
clank of driving over something.
Oh,
But I don't know what it is, because it happens too often to be.
just me and the dog. On it.
You know the guys that moved?
Lord, my head's
Yeah, we're
been
waiting to see
hurting.
where our best angle is.
Back's been aching.
I think they
Water's
did.
drying up and there's a
So we're going to be
hole in
looking.
the
I told them
making.
last night when we sing the anthem, flick your light, so we know what angle we're.
bacon.
I think they're back on there where they were.
CB2.
Yeah, because that was CB2. They're in CB3, which is right above it, though.
They were in C2A first, then they were over 3-2.
And now they're coming back this way, but level up. So I don't know if they can see us better. We won't know until we know exactly what light it is. So they may see us better from up here than and down there because of the top windows. Yeah, so I don't know if it's the very top or the very next top. You know, that was higher is better because if it's higher, they can see it really good. We'll see. Patriot. Who's this?
This would be John George Todd III. How are you guys today?
We are good, John George Todd III. Did y'all get moved?
We did. We just got moved this morning. They wound up getting a bunch of our stuff, like batteries. They took some of our oranges. So we're starting off new again, but our goal is to paint this place up and make it nice.
Do y'all think y'all can see us out here?
Hey, can anybody see them out there?
Wave a flag or something.
They do?
Wave a flag. Lily's waving a little flag.
So I'm not on my tablet. I'm at the phone, but we got Dominic Boxer's going to go over there and try and see if they can see you guys.
Yeah, because I think y'all are on the right side again. We'll just have to position where we are so we can make sure that we can see each other.
I'll bring my chainsaw and cut the tree.
Yeah. I bet we can move
I
it.
got my little chainsaw.
Dwight can go back to doing his Morse code. Right?
Oh.
The trees block most
Dot,
of the
dot, dash. Dash, dash, dot.
Yeah, I don't know.
I have no idea what Morse code is.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah.
Da, 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 da.
Da, 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 da.
Da, da, da.
Dash, 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 dash.
So, like, when y'all move, tell me, like, the process. Do they, like, are y'all all chained up when you move? Are y'all on a chain gang? Or,
Okay, so when we moved, they let one person out of their cell at a time, and you have all your stuff packed up. You throw it on a cart, and SRT or TRU, the response unit, they come and they let one person out at a time. This time they went through all your stuff. So like, I had batteries in my radio that we're allowed to have in the radio. It's not contraband because it's in the radio. And they took those. They took somebody's Discovery flash drive. They just took a bunch of stuff that necessarily wasn't contraband, but since it's CDS officers that came by, they wound up just taking a bunch of stuff, holding us to their standards. And then after they searched all your stuff, they open your door to let you come get it. And then once everybody's moved, then they let you come out of your cells again. But yeah, it was a process.
all right. Well, I'm glad y'all got moved over. I heard the showers are really nice, and so I hope that's a little bit of a jail amenity.
It looked nice, but I'd rather go back to our old showers and feel like we're at home again versus...
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's weird feeling like you're at home in a jail, but the little things matter sometimes. And like it felt like that was home for a little bit. So it was nicer, and I'd rather have the non-luxury of the showers when they spray better and have more pressure, and they just...
All right.
You got the comfort.
Did you get a little relief on your commissary?
I have not yet, and I'm still waiting on them to reimburse me for the stuff that they haven't reimbursed me on. But, it will come when it comes. I'm not worried about it.
Well, let's put your booking number out there.
388351. That is mine.
There is a breaking news announcement. Biden is having a medical emergency in Las Vegas.
You mean the COVID?
Well,
They're waving the flag?
I don't think that they would call COVID a medical emergency because I had already seen that he was positive for COVID before I came to the vigil.
Okay, so we heard he was positive for COVID and was going back to Delaware. By the way, they see you waving the flag out there.
All right. Okay.
We heard he was positive for COVID and was going to spend his time in Delaware, but we have not heard anything else. So I can't wait to hear what that breaking news is, other than the fact that he's losing his mind. I can imagine it's probably something that's not great.
Well, he did come out today and say it's all so coincidental. This morning, Schiff, Representative Schiff, I think he's running for Senator of California now. Adam Schiff came out and said that he thought it was time for Biden to pass the torch And so that happened. And then about an hour after that, Biden came out and they released a statement saying that if he was diagnosed with anything medically, that he would drop out of the race. And then about an hour after that, he was diagnosed with COVID because, yeah, we all believe how this is working. And then now there's a medical emergency.
It's not suspect at all.
Yeah, and you know, and the thing is, and that's what I was talking about, talking to people earlier that watch our live stream, is that we have to be very focused on November 11th. We can't allow all, November 5th.
Absolutely.
You know, we can't allow all these distractions to distract us from, you know, the end goal. And, you know, so, and they're going to keep trying to distract us and divert us. Any new news, he's still just sick.
They want no more than to get us
But, you know what they were saying, that I've read a couple of different editorials lately, and the problem with Kamala is that she does beat Biden in like internal polling, but she doesn't beat other Democratic people that they would like to maybe nominate. So, you know, I don't know. This is going to be a wild ride.
And we need to stay vigilant of what they're doing too. Like, of course, everybody already knows that, but the more vigilant we are, the harder it is for them to try and pull something over our head. That doesn't necessarily mean they won't get away with it, because clearly they got away with January 6th and everything else. But, like, the more vigilant we stay, the better off we are.
That's right. That's right. You know, I mean, we have to make it too big to rig, because no matter what, they're going to try to make it go in their favor. So, you know, we have to get out. Election day has to be almost like a holiday. It really does. It almost has to be made that way. Everyone needs to have their entire day around what they're going to do, where they're going to go, where they're going to vote. What you know, Trooper?
I'm looking.
Okay. We still don't have any update. We're waiting to see if he's dead.
Well, if you could, add my number so you can text me too on my tablet. That way I can update people as well if you do figure it out.
I'm becoming much a better communicator of the guys inside. I'm trying. You know, I have my own prisoner that I talk to. So, it's never really been my role to do that, but I don't mind doing it. It's just, in my position here in the Vigil, I've never been the one that reaches out to those inside, but I did it. So
or anybody, I have Heather Young too on my thing, and Mel Holly. If anybody wants to reach out to them so they can share,
yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'll let you know if we get any updates. I'll shoot you a message. You
but
know.
I love hearing new stuff, especially like breaking news. Like, oh no, Biden went dementia or senile.
Well, you know, I mean, I think it's really unfortunate. I think it's elderly abuse. I think that what they're doing is just, you know, it is really quite disgusting, the extent that whatever they'll do to keep power. And
it's sadistic.
It really is. And because no matter if you agree with Biden's politics from his 50 years in office of some sort,
he's still a person.
He's still a person, and he doesn't deserve to be manipulated this way. I just think it's such an ugly, I think it just looks so ugly on their end, you know, because it is obvious. You know, today when people. Yeah, today, I believe today a Zoom call was released of Biden, and he was on a phone call with other Democratic leaders, and they could not, he was incomprehensible. And they say that if the attempted assassination on Trump had not happened, that there would have been so many of those on the call coming out and saying that he's unfit to serve. But then the assassination attempt happened, and they were really afraid to come out on that heavy of a line when the country was in such a state of shock. So they released it today.
Which is crazy because no matter what happens, I think the people need to know when it happens. No matter how sad or how bad it is, because then it doesn't try to make it look like somebody's trying to hide stuff. And I think that's what the government just is terrible at, is letting people know what's going on when it happens. So then it looks like a cover-up or something else later, even if it's not.
Well, you know, I mean, and there's a lot of disturbing reports coming out regarding the attempted assassination, and that's why we have to just stay so vigilant on the end goal of November 5th and wait for, you know, all of these other processes to play out. You know, they have audio forensics done, and they hear 3 guns.
And I heard Secret Service, the guy fired on the cop. I don't know if the cop fired back.
Well, and the 2 Pittsburgh officers that were wounded a bit with shrapnel, they lost their jobs because the department said that they did not have permission to be helping out right then or something like that. So they were put on leave.
Wow, try to do the right thing and you get screwed on it.
Well, you know, that is exactly what the Democrats do. You know, you look at all these whistleblowers and everything that have come out against what this weaponized government does against its people, and many of them have no whistleblower protections like they should. And the reason they do that is to intimidate other whistleblowers not to speak out.
But they'll protect anybody who whistleblows to their benefit. Anybody that goes against them, though, it's like, okay.
Oh, yeah, and, you know, in this media that's reporting it, you know, it kind of makes me laugh out loud because they're talking about a media who gave each other Pulitzer Prize awards for a false dossier.
Right. Oh, man.
Yeah, so, you know, there's no trust in the media, and there's little trust in the government, but what we do have to trust is November 5th.
I absolutely trust that, and my hopes, and I don't know if you guys heard Peter Navarro's speech at the R&D, but he gave us a shout out, and he also said
I knew he would. I told somebody, because there's no Jan 6 speakers on the agenda at the RNC, and I said,
he didn't go far into it.
Well,
but
you know, he mentioned it, and I knew he would. I said, well, Peter Navarro's going to be up there. He'll do something about Jan 6. What did he say?
I didn't quite hear it. Hey, did you hear what Peter Navarro said for the Jan 6? No, he mentioned it, but very vaguely.
Well, he might be the only one. I mean, that is my only gripe right now about the RNC is that they have no Jan 6 representation.
Hutch is gonna give you that information when he calls for the anthem, because he's a little bit more on that. But
all right, I'm glad to hear it.
He said it was very vague, and kind of more mentioning himself and others over everything else. But I can't hate him because he still mentions everything that's going wrong, and so I got to give him props. I'll tell you this though, my favorite speaker so far is Laura Trump.
You have 1 minute remaining.
And why Laura?
Oh, the way she was just talking and hitting her speech, like she just gave a powerful speech, like.
All right. Well, I'll go and look for it.
Her breaking it down, like how he's more of a family man than anything, but how he stayed resilient and strong through all this with the assassination attempt and everything else. He's just stood strong. I was like, no, I still need to do this. Like, we still need to fight. And it's like, okay.
All right.
But she gave it from the perspective of the family, which I love. But Atwood is going to be calling you here in just a second, and I'm going to let you guys go. But I look forward to hearing the breaking news.
All right, baby. We'll be looking for it. God bless you, John George John.
Bless you guys. Love you guys.
Bye.
playing Peter Navarro's speech.
Yeah, good.
Pair a device smaller than really blasting cold fresh air to keep your home fearless, even
This is a beautiful thing, and I think I think you folks just want to know if you can see my MAGA tattoo I got there. Yes, indeed. This morning I did walk out of a federal prison in Miami. Joe Biden and his Department of Injustice put me there.
Yeah.
Tonight I'm here with you in this beautiful city of Milwaukee. I've got a very simple message for you. If they can come for me, if they can come for Donald Trump, be careful, they will come for you. If we don't control our government, their government will control us. If we don't control all three branches of our government,
it's broken.
Legislative, executive, and judicial, their government will put some of us, like me and Steve Bannon, in prison and control the rest of us. Here's how it went. Here's how I got in prison. The legislative branch came for me first. Your favorite Democrat, Nancy Pelosi, created your favorite committee, the sham January 6th committee, which demanded that I violate executive privilege. What did I do? I refused.
Well, we got a phone call from the jail.
Phone call coming.
All right.
Can I borrow this?
Yes, you may. Yes, you may.
I'll bring it right back.
Just press the button. Press the button.
Thank you for Hello, guys.
Hey, this is Joshua Atwood. Am I correct?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
Hey, Joshua.
All right. How are you doing, Patriot?
I'm doing well. Who am I speaking with?
Nicole Reppet.
Nicole what?
Reppet.
Reppet?
Reppet. It's with an F. Reppet, like REFFITT.
Okay. Reppet. I'll get it. I'll ask a few guys in here to get me straight on it. It sounds like it's raining. Is it raining outside?
It's
raining. Yeah, it's been raining.
Oh, man. God bless you guys. Thank you so much for being in the rain for us.
Hey, Hey, no, we're in rain, sleet, snow, hail of the atmospheric kind and hail of the spiritual kind.
More ways than one, that's for sure.
Right.
Man, it's been a crazy day for all of us. They moved our pods, and then they brought in a bunch of these people to search us. They strip searched us to move us from next door over to here, and then they went through all of our stuff, and they treated us as if we were at the other jail. So like they issue you 2 orange jumpsuits, and they left me with 1, and then today was oranges, and my attorney just literally called, and I'm getting ready to get called to go down to speak with her, and another inmate had to give me a pair of his oranges that he had on, so that way I didn't have to wear the dirty clothes that was sitting in the laundry bag.
Oh, well, I'm glad y'all have each other in there to be able to,
what a blessing.
help each other out like that. And I don't know about the jails. Luckily, I've never had to go through it, so I'm very naive or ignorant, on the ways of the jail. But y'all are still humans and people.
That's right.
Yeah, it is. It's an experience, that's for sure.
How's your baby?
Oh man, she's doing really good with her mom. She's been smiling a lot. We don't know if it's just like a reaction or whatever's going on, because we don't think they can smile. I don't know when they can start smiling, but for some reason she keeps winking at Brittany a lot and giving her a smile after she's done eating. She's as adorable as can be. I'm trying to get. Have you seen her?
I was the first one out here holding her.
Oh, no way. Thank you.
I said,
you're going to make me cry.
I said, you better give me that baby.
That's so awesome. I really appreciate that. That baby needs as much love as she can get from...
Baby freedom.
I know that's going to be her nickname for the rest of her life. That's gonna be her nickname. I can't wait to get home. I keep watching all these shows, and I'm like TV shows with all these different people on it, and I can't wait until they elect Trump. Whenever we thought he had gotten shot, you should have seen how all of us were acting. I was tearing up. I went to the phones. They wouldn't ring. And I walked over to the guard, and I was like, hey, can you tell them to turn them on? And Dempsey came over and was like, turn them on right now, turn them on right now. And then it was like a miracle. The phones came back on, and when I went over to go and dial the numbers, my hands were shaking. It was so crazy to see that.
It really, really was so, and it doesn't matter how many more times I watch it, it makes me tear up.
Yep.
In the way that just the sheer determination of President Trump to make sure that everybody knew that he was okay. And then today there was a video of people at the ER where President Trump went to get checked out. And the people inside were like, no, he's been shot. He's been shot. And then and then when he got out and he was walking on his own, you could hear the people in the emergency room start crying, saying, he's walking in. And they were just so relieved because they didn't really know what the circumstance was.
Well, God's got big plans for him, and it's evident.
Amen.
It's evident more and more each and every day. And I'm so glad that he's spending his, these are his retirement years, and these are supposed to be when he's relaxing, and I'm so grateful that he's not giving up on the country, and he's working so hard, and it means the world to me.
Yes.
It does. It means a lot to a lot of people, even around the world. We had world peace when Trump was president. He signed more peace treaties than almost any other president since just after World War II. And, the Abraham Accords really did bring peace in the Middle East. And, so it is good is triumphing. The good is triumphing. We just can't be complacent. We have to be more hyper vigilant about what is happening more than ever, because now desperate people do desperate things.
Amen to that. You couldn't be closer to the truth when you said that. It's evident after what had happened on Saturday.
Absolutely.
Man.
And your family is counting on Trump. My family, there are people not even, Deb Ash's family, it's so many people, and I know that y'all been watching some of the RNC inside there, and I just think the stories of the average American coming out and saying how the policies of the Democrats have ruined or hurt their lives so badly.
Yeah, we could talk for days and days and probably weeks and months and years on all of that. I just can't believe how much my life's been affected. Like, just being ripped away from my family without even knowing what's happening or anything like that. And it's devastating, because Brittany and Novalyn and Amelia and Hazen, like, they all count on me 100%. And, it's God's provided, and He's been able to take care of my family, with everybody that listens at the Vigil, anybody that's learned about me and, sent donations and stuff. We don't have more than we need, but every single month somehow the bills are getting paid. And I'm just so grateful for that. I haven't went hungry in here. I've had food for commissary, and I can't wait for my babies to get older and tell them all about that. Tell them that all walks of life, from all different races, religions, different countries, all of them came together and knew exactly what I was going through, and they wanted to help, and they did help. Aww. So I can't wait to tell them about that, because, like, I don't know, I work in the city of Pittsburgh, and a lot of my customers are foreigners, and whenever I get there and I talk to them, and they're like real untrusting until they get to know me, and then once they get to know me, they're like, hey, this guy really fights for us, he works hard for us, and he does a really good job. And it's always like, whenever I had a foreigner call, and I get to hear, the horror stories that are going through, that they've went through, I make sure that, as long as they know me, they don't ever have to go through that again. And I've had so many people like, oh, it's not going to make a difference and anything like that. And it's just, you wouldn't believe how many different people's reached out to me and wanted to help me and just given me a lot of encouraging words. And I'm just so grateful. And I want my children to grow slow, and I want them to stay little forever. But at the same time, I cannot wait for them to get old enough to where they understand. And I tell them about all of this stuff, so that way they can maybe. And I want to get in a better position in life, so that way maybe my children could go into maybe, whether it's politics, state, local government, and try to put my morals and values and instill, that I instilled in them to make this place a better place, and just learn from everything that I've went through. And I'm hoping I get that opportunity, and I believe I'll get that opportunity as long as I don't get like 10, 15 years. And because I feel like if I got 15 years or 10 years, I would tell Brittany to go and find a good man and help her take care of those babies. I wouldn't want her to sit here and wait on me. She needs help. I care about the best well-being for her and my babies. So if I can't be there, I'd want her to have somebody be there. And these are all things I think about, and I'm sorry for even going into them.
No, this is what the Vigil is about, baby. We're out here to understand your journey. And, and to tell your story and your family's story, because it is important that the people, our patriots, our countrymen, know what you're going through.
Yeah.
It's scary, the not knowing, it was, everything is for a reason, and God has a plan that I don't know, and you know, if He wanted to use me to be a part of that plan, I'm okay with it. Whatever it is, I'm okay with it.
Well, and then there is your peace. Then there is your peace inside you. You know, and you know, never. We encourage you. I think it's healthy to be able to talk about what you're feeling and what your family's going through. And honestly, our patriots need to understand there is so much pain and sadness and determination and you know, just so many. And that is what we're here, is to hear your story and your family's story. And Brittany was just, you know, I remember I was a young mom with 3 kids at one time, and not knowing, I ran out of hands. You know, so and
you just told me that.
Yeah. And so, you know, I saw her face and I saw that little baby, and I was just like, I bet her arms are numb. And because, you know, being a mom, being a dad even, you know, sometimes you're busy and all you can do is hold the baby while you're doing it, and your arms just don't. You're like, I don't feel them anymore. Don't let me drop the baby.
I don't know how she does that. I can't. I'll sit there and I'll try to hold that baby for a long time, and if I gotta sit down and put her in my lap, you know, and hold her like 15 different ways. You can tell I'm like uncomfortable after a while, and she just sits there with that little baby on her hip and stands strong, stands fast forever.
We're kind of built for it, though.
I don't. Shoot, whenever I first had Amelia, they asked me to go get the car seat, and I wasn't really aware how the car seat works. There's a base that you can press a button and it releases the car seat, like the top part of it. Right. So I took and I unbuckled the base of it, and I had to carry this thing in the hospital, and it was like so heavy, and I didn't know how to carry it with like the arm trick where you can put your arm through the handle and grab the little, like it's like the arm that goes into the handle. You could grab it through there, and it's like you can carry that thing all day. By the time I got into the hospital room, I'm sweating. Brittany's sister's looking at me, and she goes, "You brought the whole thing." And I was like, "I was wondering why it's so heavy." And she's like, "All right, here, I'm going to show you the trick." So she pops it off, puts her arm through the handle, grabs up the knuckle of the handle, and I'm like, wow, it just made such a difference. So now, anytime I got to take the car seat anywhere, I'm like a pro. I got my arm wrapped around it. I'm all like, yeah.
I know what I'm doing.
When Amelia was born, Brittany was laying in bed, and she had to recover from her C-section, and they were showing me how to swaddle Amelia, like wrap the blanket and tuck it. A little
burrito.
Yeah, and that's, so
You have 1 minute remaining.
I was really focused, and I guess I got it down pat, because by the time we had ended up leaving, the lady was like, "This is the best swaddle I've ever seen. You're a swaddle professional." And then at my last visit with her, I was able to put my hand over her hands, and I was just able to rock her. And it was just like me, like her being in a swaddle, like where she can feel comfortable and relaxed. And it was just so peaceful. It made me so content, just holding her in my arms, having her upset, and just rocking her back and forth, and just watching her close her eyes and drift off to sleep. And I'm like, "Baby, I'm so sorry that I'm missing this right now, but I'll be home soon, I promise." And I just hope I don't violate that promise.
Oh, baby, well, we're all doing everything we can to make sure that you're getting home. And God bless you, baby. Thank you for calling in. And
thank you for.
A good call.
Yes, and
the J6.
And we were right there at it. I do want to do a shout out, because he was able to see his baby because of the efforts of Love Wins, and they got them here.
And come for me. If they can come for Donald Trump, be careful, they will come for you. If we don't control our government, their government will control us. If we don't control all three branches of our government, legislative, executive, and judicial, their government will put some of us, like me and Steve Bannon, in prison and control the rest of us. Here's how it went. Here's how I got in prison. The legislative branch came for me first. Your favorite Democrat, Nancy Pelosi, created your favorite committee, the sham January 6th committee, which demanded that I violate executive privilege. What did I do? I refused. The J6 committee demanded that I betray Donald John Trump to save my own skin. I refused. Here's the thing about the Constitution. They demanded that I break the law because they have no respect for it.
Right.
I refused. And a Democrat majority in the House then voted to hold me in contempt. All right, what happened next? The next jackboot to drop was the executive branch. Another one of your favorite Democrats, Democrat Attorney General Merrick Garland. There's a winner. Him and Jack Smith indicted and prosecuted me for criminal contempt of Congress. Now, here's what's weird about it. It's something that Democrat prosecutors refuse.
No, it's called.
Whoa!
Careful. Oh.
It's nice getting all these calls. Uh-huh. Yeah.
I will sit down for a little bit, though.
Yeah.
Oh.
Thank you for using Global Tellink. Hello.
All right. Can you hear me? Oh.
Can't hear.
I'm trying to figure out. Oh, you know what? I don't have the
Oh, there you
microphone on. How are you doing, Mr. Purdy?
I'm doing pretty good. How you doing?
We're doing good. We had some rain showers. It really cleaned off the earth for us. It looks all clean out
Does.
here.
Atmosphere is
And a little bit cooler, so we'll take it.
Ain't that wonderful? Look at you guys out there, rain or shine, dedicated. Love to hear it.
Well, we're not fair-weathered patriots. You know, no matter what the weather is, we've never not had the vigil because of the weather.
Well, everybody notices it, and everybody compliments it and appreciates it.
Oh, well, no, I'm just saying that it's like there's never been, we've never not done it. So it's like we've had snowstorms, we've had really bad wind, we've had sub-zero temperatures a night or two before.
Wow.
Idiots across the street.
Idiots across the street, but they're too busy in Milwaukee right now. Some of the protesters that are in Milwaukee are some of the same protesters that come out here and yell at us.
Oh, wow.
So they're yelling at them.
Yeah, so now they've gone to yell over there.
Damn, they went all the way over there?
Yeah, you know, they're traveling Antifa. There's a particular protester that made her fame, a lot of her fame, because she stood behind Peter Navarro and held a sign that said Trump lost or something like that, and blew a whistle while he was going through his contempt of Congress trial. And so she got all these funds raised to go to to go to Miami to try to bully and counter protest Peter Navarro, but it didn't work out because they let him out like under the cover of darkness in a way. And
Right.
so ha.
Gosh. Don't people have anything better to do?
They don't.
No, they don't. Well, that's their job. they say they don't get paid for doing it and what have you, but they certainly come up with the funds, and they're at places where things are happening. So for people who don't have jobs, I'm not sure how they afford it.
Right. Yeah, living life on the road like that, going to all these events.
Right.
365 days of the year. How do you support yourself?
Well, and it's going to come off of their viewership. I mean, we do a similar, the live streamers here and everything, they get help, but, it's not for a negative purpose, and it's not for a singular issue. These people go to whatever issue they can cause problem with, or where they can, and even with us, they try to do things to try to make us feel more intimidated. Even being in DC, they tag and put alerts on. We live in this neighborhood. They do. What? Yes. Brandon Fellows, who was in the pod at one time, he had been over at the house, and I guess they thought he lived there or whatever, and they put out a community alert for where we live in Eckington, and then they put it on the next door neighbor app that we live there. And but our neighbors, we let everyone live their life, and they let us live ours, so we haven't had any problem, but they do try to cause it.
You know what, that's how you know when people are out there trying to start fights. That's a problem. In politics in America today, nobody should be trying to start fights. Nobody should be trying to instigate. What happened to conversation? What happened to having dinner and being able to talk about all this? This is ridiculous.
Well, no, they made us seem like enemies against each other or something. They made it so vile.
Why does it have to be like that? Why do they have to bring it to that level,
Well, because you can, the first step in communism, to try to bring communism into your country, is cause chaos and disruption, and there's no better way to do it than to pit people against each other.
Yeah, I just can't wait to the day where people are not pitted against each other anymore.
Oh no, it's happening. I think the country is really uniting on so many levels that the problem is, to me, that I see, is that the Democrats are going to be so desperate, you don't know what's going to happen next. But that we, the people, are united in so many ways, I think.
What did you think about Peter's speech? And what did you think about some of the things said the past couple days at the RNC?
Well, we were actually watching Peter Navarro's speech when y'all were calling in. We're doing that in between the phone calls. So we haven't got to see it in its entirety. I do know that there's not anyone on the agenda at the RNC that is scheduled to speak about January 6th. And Peter Navarro may be our only chance, except for what Trump may say. And, I feel like it is a mistake not to mention January 6th, because so many Americans are concerned about the weaponization of the government and how, it has affected so many people. So we're just gonna, I don't know. I don't have an opinion on Peter Navarro yet because I haven't finished the speech, but I do know that I got a lot of media reaching out to me, asking me why we weren't at the RNC and why there were no Jan 6 speakers at the RNC.
I'm interested to hear what you think about his speech when you do watch the whole thing. I tell people this. I said, don't get upset if they don't mention that tonight. There's been so many things happening lately with everything that's going on, from the debate to the attempted assassination, everything. And tensions are really high. And if they don't mention it, it may be a way to try to bring tensions down. And that's okay if they don't mention it. It'd be nice to hear some things about it, but it's not the end of the world. I'm telling people,
Well, it's not. I feel that Trump really should mention it, you know, but they are calling for unity. They are calling, you know, and that is what they want right now. So January 6th is just so polarizing. It may not be a great
And they want
question.
Israel to give up their attack on Hamas.
And you know what? It's crazy that people make it so polarizing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
We have to be able to talk about these things without accusations, without this or that. But that's just the state the country's in. It is a polarizing topic for whatever reason, you know? And that's what it is. So, you know, if Trump mentions something and is able to bring clarity, great. If he doesn't, you know, I tell people don't get upset. You know, it doesn't mean that he's not thinking. You know, it doesn't mean that there is things that will be said, you know?
Right. You know, I have been lucky here in DC. I've been able to have some good conversations with people on the other side regarding January 6th without, I mean, just with good conversation. So I'm happy for that. But for the most part, people don't want to touch it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like you said, it's a polarizing topic. Intentions are super high right now. But we as a country will be united more than ever this time. And I'm so happy for that day, because that's all we need right now. We need to come together.
Well, yeah, and that's really all that, you know, we've really wanted. You know,
right.
I mean, our forefathers, you know, they had a saying, unite or die. And, you know, the people have to unite. And I think it is really happening. Interesting on Twitter, or X, hashtag welcome to MAGA was trending.
Hashtag welcome to MAGA?
Hashtag welcome to MAGA, because of all the people that have voted democratically. You know, the majority of their lives, or all their lives, are now like, wait a second, this is not the party I thought it was.
Wow. So that means a lot of people are posting welcome to MAGA because they're joining MAGA for the first time.
Right. And they're like, you know, so people are putting out TikTok videos and different things, you know, saying, there's a really beautiful video out there of a woman saying that I can't believe I'm crying at the RNC, the Republican National Convention, but it is just so beautiful, the patriotism, the unity, the love that is in that room. She goes, I voted Democrat my whole life, and I know that a change is needed. And, you know, and so that really started, her video started the trend of it, but it's gotten a lot of plays. So that's what we need. We need that unity.
That is so awesome. That is so awesome. You know what? Speaking of that, I like what Amber Rose said. I like how she talked about her father, who was in the military for 20 years, you know, one of those old school, you know, integrity type of guys, you know, the character.
Right.
And he says to her, research him, watch his rallies, and then come back and talk to me. And she does that, and she was changed. She changed her mind. And I really liked what she had to say. I also thought it was incredible. Teamsters came and endorsed the Republican nominee for the first time in 121 years.
That's right. That's right. He had a lot to say about corporations today, though. But it was truly a moving moment, because, you know, honestly, this regime, you know, has put a stranglehold on companies and workers and all of it. So
people having an open mind, that is what's important.
Yeah, and they can't, you know, they cannot take away really the momentum that is coming out of the Republican National Convention. And it's so encouraging to really see that it has been mostly peaceful there, and peaceful in Milwaukee, and, you know, I'm so thankful for that. Because I believe the DNC is in Chicago this year, isn't it? Or is it?
I'm not so sure.
Yeah, I think it is in
Yeah, I think it is in Chicago because I was like, oh, that would be so scary because I think it was at the DNC in Chicago where RFK was shot, right?
68.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was there in 68.
Yeah. So, all right. So I think this is all very interesting. So hear me out real quick. Is that they're having the DNC in Chicago where RFK was assassinated in 68. Trump was almost assassinated there in Pennsylvania, and then the RNC takes place in Milwaukee where President Roosevelt was shot giving a speech.
Huh?
Right.
Got a little triangle effect going on.
It's kind of weird, right? It's like, so I just don't want history to repeat itself. It would just be horrible for our country if any of our leaders died, no matter if it is on the Republican or Democratic side. It would just be really horrible for our country.
Yeah, there's no room for political violence ever. None. And, I hope that the family of the person who died at that rally, at Trump's rally, is okay. I saw a picture of him today. The one who shielded his family from the bullet.
Yeah. Corey.
Yeah. That was bad. That was bad.
It is. Trump is going to attend his funeral on Friday.
You have 1 minute remaining.
You said Trump's going to go attend his funeral?
Yes, it is a privately held funeral. Trump will be attending.
Oh, that's awesome.
It is.
That's awesome.
It is. Well, Mr. Purdy, thank you for calling in, and call back in anytime.
Of course. We love talking to you. You make it great. You make it fun. Thank you for being out there in the rain today, guys. Tell everybody we said hi in Patriots Corner. Is extremely appreciative and happy to have you guys in our corner.
God bless you, brother.
We got your back, Patriot. God bless you all, and we'll talk to you later.
God bless you guys. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Another great
to do.
We may not be able to finish Peter Navarro's speech because I need to do the roll call. What are you looking at, Deb?
Come and name in the South.
Sorry.
It's okay. I've got to pull up the...
Where did I send that picture from?
The cardboard box is in the back seat.
Do we have any more news about Biden? Haven't seen anything.
He had go night-night.
Yeah.
You go night-night, Biden.
Okay. I can't find that picture now. Can you pull up
All
your
right,
face
so
on
I'm going to go ahead and start the roll call. Today is 1288 of this political crisis that we're in. Those lives lost on January 6th, Ashley Babbitt, Roseanne Boylan, Kevin Greason, Benjamin Phillips, and on the following day, Officer Brian Signick. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Okay.
Those detained: Christopher Alberts, Joshua Atwood, Farhad Azari, Edward Badalion, Ronald Ballhorn, Daniel Ball, Thomas Ballard, Cynthia Ballinger, Steve Bannon, Logan Barnhart, Richard Barnett, Damon Beckley, Matthew Bedingfield, Luke Bender, John Banuelos, Joe Biggs, Aiden Billiard, Craig Bingert, Brian Bingham, Kenneth Bonowitz, Dominic Box, Brandon Bradshaw, Jeffrey Brown, Jeremy Brown, Mark Brew, Benjamin Burlew, Daniel Caldwell, Sarah Carpenter, Ralph Celentano, Jacob Clark, Cale Clayton, Steve Capuccio, Albert Carapelli, Billy Cressman, Reed Christensen, Dylan Cronin, John Crowley, Ricardo Cook, Jonathan Copeland, Mason Corson, Matthew De Silva, Nicholas DiCarlo, Nathan DeGrave, David Dempsey, Lucas Denny, Robert Dennis, Victor Dennison, Timothy DeJargens, Caleb Dillard. We have Brandon Dillard, Joshua Doolin, Israel Easterday, James Elliott, Daniel Egvet, Jason Ferris, Samuel Fisher, Kyle Fitzsimons, Gilbert Fontecoba, Michael Foy, Kevin Galato, Mitchell Gardner, David Geetson, Vincent Gillespie, Vitaly Gross-Jankowski, Jonathan Grace, James Grant, Leslie Gray, Daniel Gray, Matthew Green, Joseph Hackett, Johnny Harris, Richard Harris, Joshua Haynes, Donald Hazard, Albuquerque Head, Cameron Hess, Joseph Howe, Joshua Hughes, Jared Hughes, Joseph Hutchinson, Matthew Huddle, Tracy Isaacs, Brian Jackson, Shane Jenkins, Justin Jersey, Joshua Johnson, Zachary Johnson, Taylor Jonatakis, David Judd, Riley Casper, Leo Kelly, Julian Cater, Derek Kinnison, Frederico Klein, Peter Krill, Matthew Kroll, Felicia Knoll, Paul Kovacic, Nicholas Langerout, Daniel Layden, Joseph Layden, Jai Liu, Michael Lockwood, Joshua Lawler, Kevin Lyons, Clifford Mackerel, Michael Mackerel, Marcus Malley, Christian Manley, Philippe Martinez, Anthony Mastadano, Cody Matisse, Christopher Maurer, Mark Mazza, Ronald Maccabee, Patrick McCoffey, James McGrew, Sean McHugh, Jeffrey McKellop, James McNamara, Connie Meggs, Kelly Meggs, Ron Melee, Jonathan Mellis, Stephen Miles, Rodney Millstreet, Scott Miller, Robert Menuda, Landon Mitchell, Kyle Malnart, Brian Mock, David Marshall, Robert Morse, Jonathan Munifo, Eric Munchell, Clayton Mullins. We have, he's out. Ryan Nichols, Gregory Nix, Ethan Nordine, Clay Norris, Nicholas Oakes, Michael Oliveras, Grady Owens, Jason Owens, Joseph Padilla, Robert Palmer, Stuart Parks, Donald Pierston, Nathan Pelham, Michael Perkins, Kurt Peterson, Dominic Pizzola, Daniel Phipps, Jonathan Pollock, Olivia Pollock, Mark Ponder, Rachel Powell, Joshua Pruitt, Gregory Purdy, Chris Quaglin, Barry Ramey, Guy Reffitt, Zach Reel, Arthur Ryer, Jessica Ryer, Nariana Reiner, Stuart Rhodes, Howard Richardson, Ed Richmond, Thomas Robertson, Michael Roberts, Edward Rodriguez, Daniel Rodriguez, Christopher Rowe, Devin Rossman, Greg Rubenacker, Bobby Russell, Jeffrey Sable, Ryan Samsel, Ronald Sandlin, Salvador Sandoval, Robert Sanford, Anthony Sargent, Peter Schwartz, Benjamin Schuler, Daniel Scott, Christian Secor, Thomas Civic, Jeffrey Seals, Mikhail Sly, Brian Smith, Tommy Smith, Audrey Southard, Hatchet Speed, Yvonne St. Cyr, Peter Stager, Shelley Stallings, Patrick Stedman, Tristan Stevens, John Strand, Tara Stottlemyre. Oh yeah, not till the 24th. Tara Stottlemyre, Isaac Sturgeon, Ryan Swoop, Andrew Talkie, Enrique Tario, Curtis Tate, George Tenney, Jacob Therese, Kenneth Thompson, Devlin Thompson, John Todd, Robert Turner, Edward Vallejo, Salvador Vasala, Eric Scott Warner, Jessica Watkins, William Watson, Jerry Waynick, Mark Waynick, Matthew Webler, Thomas Webster, Tucker Weston, Jack Witten, Elliot Williams, Riley Williams, Duke Wilson, Shane Woods, Donnie Wren, John Wright, Douglas Wyatt, Gregory Yetman, Kyle Young, and Jacob Zirkel. Those we've lost to suicides: Christopher Georgia, Matthew Perna, Mark Ungst, George Meacham, David Hummel. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
All right, let's say Ashley's name. Ashley Babbitt. Ashley Babbitt. Ashley Babbitt. Ashley Babbitt. Ashley Babbitt. Ashley
I'm screaming USA, free the real Jan Sixers. She's a patriot who was let down by the system. I'm screaming for the fallen so nobody will forget them. Air Force veteran, wrapped in a Trump flag. It's Trump 24. You know we about to run it back. Nothing will stop us. We about to get it right. They can try and try, but the storm is here from dark to light. Rest in peace, Ashley Babbitt. 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 Say her name. 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 Ashley Babbitt. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ashley Babbitt. Whoa, whoa. Ashley Babbitt. Yeah. Shout out Mickey. We could never feel your pain, but just know your daughter's life won't be taken in vain. Shout out Sarah McAbee, yeah, I'm sending you straight. I hope they let your husband out of that prison today. Ashley served in Afghanistan, she served in Iraq, and she died for her country from a senseless attack. Yeah, we waiting for justice, cause Ashley was innocent. Mainstream won't cover it, they all just too ignorant. If a white girl shot a black man, they would say that's different, but the story didn't fit the agenda they pitching. Rest in peace, Ashley Babbitt, we feeling your energy. Say her name, Ashley Babbitt, this song's for your memory. Rest in peace, Ashley Babbitt, 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 say her name, 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 Ashley Babbitt.
Oh. Yeah. Oh. It's
I don't use social media.
This call is from a corrections facility and is subject to monitoring and recording. Thank you for using Global Tellink.
Well, hello.
Hi.
Hi. I guess we're okay.
How are y'all?
We're all right. We think. We don't know.
Yeah.
We guess. All right. So remember, we need y'all to flick your lights so we know where y'all are.
We do. We've been telling them.
Hey, go for it. Make yourself useful. Come here.
Come on, make yourself useful. Get over here, man.
Put your light on and off.
He's making his way very slowly. Here he comes. 2 more steps.
Yeah.
Here he is. Mr. Copeland. Flick it for
maybe go put 13 on.
All those people that live on that wall? Yeah. That's it.
Okay, yeah.
All right.
Flicking his light right down.
All right, he's flicking.
Now what we got here is a... Oh, are we flicking them right now?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You
Can you see that one?
I can't see it. No. On that. Hey, Mark. Yeah, go to that. No, man. Yeah, Sean, flick your lights on and off. Here you go, Sean.
We're like on the third floor, so it'll be like the 5th set of windows.
thing. You should see it. He's flicking number 8 now. There you go.
Okay, they do. Yay! So we can move. We'll move the vigil back down now, so y'all will be able to see us too.
Oh, sweet. Can you see it there? Yeah, they said they could see it.
Yeah, y'all can see it. Yep. Yay! You know, our people that watch.
Oh, wow.
I know. So our people that watch love to see the lights flicker. So now we'll know that. Sorry, I'm making Deadpool. Now we know that. Yay, we can move it back down and we can see you guys again.
Can I take your camera?
Yeah.
Right, that'd be awesome. Made a lot. I see it was raining on y'all out there. Is it still raining?
No,
or did it slow down?
It's not at all anymore. It rained good though. We needed it. So.
All right. So I'm going to wave the flag.
Okay.
Hopefully somebody will get attention. Okay. As we know, the guys have been moved. They're over here. So when we start singing the national anthem.
Why say 1, 2, 3, 3 third level, right?
It's you see that light right there?
The 3.
Yep. So that's it, right there. I think that's the one.
Blessed be God, even the Father of our Lord Jesus Christ, the Father of mercy, and the God of all comfort, who comforted us in all of our trouble and tribulation, that we may be able to comfort them which are in any trouble, by the comfort wherewith we ourselves are comforted. Just as we go through things, we realize still God is our great comforter, and He is the answer to our problems, and when we see that He is faithful, we can tell others about that same faithfulness.
Do you see him in the hallway? Or in the window?
Can you?
Yeah.
Where?
You see that slit that goes up and down?
Yeah.
Okay, you see that dot in the middle of it?
I guess my eyes aren't that good. Oh, yeah. Is that a hair?
That's a person, I believe. We'll know once the light starts flickering.
Yeah. That was the light that was flickering before.
It was.
Yeah, that same one. Yeah.
They're ready to sing? Okay. Oops, sorry. Cancel.
4 minutes.
4 minutes. They will see that.
Yeah, the top horizontal window is probably too high for them.
So the light's going on and off. So.
Yeah.
Sorry for the jiggling.
I've always believed that this blessed land was set apart in a special way, that some divine plan placed this great continent here between the oceans.
Okay, can you hear them?
By people from every corner of the earth who had a special love for freedom and the courage to uproot themselves, leave homeland and friends, to come to a strange land. And coming here, they created something new in all of history of mankind. A land where man is not beholden to the government, but government is beholden to man. George Washington believed that religion, morality, and brotherhood were the pillars of society. He said you couldn't have morality without religion, and yet today we're told that to protect the First Amendment, we must expel God, the source of all knowledge, from our children's classrooms. Well, pardon me, but the First Amendment was not written to protect the American people from religion. The First Amendment was written to protect the American people from government tyranny.
That's right.
There you go.
That's right.
Man, that's a quote right there.
It's powerful and it's very well plain spoken. Easy.
I'll try. I got to ask Rebecca because I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, very relevant too with how they are getting upset that some of these governors are bringing the Bible and Ten Commandments and God's Word back into the classroom, and they're trying to expel that. That was the great downfall of our country, was taking the Lord out of the schools, because they taught the kids a basis for their morality.
What you want?
And without God's law, there is no morality, and man is left to do whatever he believes is right in his own heart, which is deceitfully wicked among all things. So, that's kind of why I think we're kind of in the position we are in, is because man has decided that he is right, and that his flesh is right, and that God he doesn't know what he's talking about when he's the one who made everything, and he knows your heart better than you know your own heart. And hopefully with them bringing that law back in and bringing that love back in that comes through the scriptures, that these kids will learn that there's a God in heaven who loves them and that he wants the best for them, and that God's law is for love and it's for good. 1 minute!
1 minute!
1 minute!
Start flicking it.
Yeah, our people are so excited to be able to see y'all again.
We're gonna go for the flicking.
You don't can't hear the TV.
No, I can't.
I hope everybody just forgives me. I'm not used to doing this. Nicole's got the mic up there with our guys. And I'm going to come down here where we can see it. Or hopefully they can see us. There it is. Oh, it stopped. Still there. Free Jan 6! Free Jan 6! Free Jan 6! Fight, fight, fight! Fight, fight, fight!
We saw you!
They saw you! They saw you! Hey,
The world seen you.
the world saw y'all!
Wow.
The world heard y'all.
Yep, leave it out. We're still in here.
Yeah. So, I have a question. What did y'all think about Peter Navarro's speech?
Oh, okay. You know, so we all were really anticipating this and like excited to hear it. You know, he's a fellow J6er just like we are. So we're happy about, you know, him getting out. And so it says, well, I wrote anyways. It says, I thought the speech was okay. I like what he said about the FBI and DOJ being, you know, unjust organizations, and that they're coming for all those who love freedom. The only thing is, I wish he'd have took a more firm stand on the J6er part. But hey, you know, you can't get everything you wish for all the time. So beyond that, I think he said good things about like the pro-lifers being arrested. They need to be pardoned. You know, and how they're just coming after families at school board meetings and whatnot like that. And those are very important issues also. So I'm glad he raised those. Even more so, you know, because they don't get quite as much publicity as, you know, we have. And,
Right.
you know, their families, too, who are being torn apart for no other reason but that the government hates righteousness, you know. So,
Well, they
yeah.
do. And,
No, that's it.
and I had said earlier to some people out here, there were so many people, reporters that reached out asking Mickey and I, like, why are there no J6 speakers at the RNC and that type of thing? And, you know, I said, well, it's because it's just so polarizing, and they really need to be a party of unity right now. And it's, you know, it's just,
Right.
it's a tough subject. not for us, because these are our
Yeah.
lives, our families, and everything. And we really did feel like, you know, that day was to have our voices heard, you know, and many people showed up that day. But I do get it. They need to, I'm hoping Trump will say something.
Right. Yeah. No, that'd be something to hear it from him. And like you said, you know, you get the idea sometimes of, you know, they're not necessarily looking for our vote because they know they have it. So they don't necessarily need to say anything about us. And so they're looking for those swing voters. So.
It's so true. It's so true.
So, yeah.
I mean, but that's how politics
Yeah.
work. They really need
Yeah.
to focus on the people they need to
Right.
get on their side, and we're already on his side.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. We're here till the end. We're just sitting here waiting on you, man. We ain't going nowhere.
That, you know, and
Yeah.
that's right. So
A couple more.
it's just tough because, you know.
Couple more news stories. I don't.
Oh, what you got?
So I don't know who Joy Reid is, but she's been losing her mind the last couple days. Now she's saying Trump may have not been shot. We want proof of his being shot. I'm like, there's a video of it. I mean, but, you know, she's saying that. She's also saying that, you know, if he was shot, this is brought on him with the way he talks. And I'm like, well, you know, you can say the same thing like we said about Joe Biden. The way he talks is very inflammatory way to provoke possible attacks. I think you could also bring that argument if you want to say Trump has done that. I think more so. And then the other thing was they said they arrested a man in a ski mask wearing tan pants, black gloves, black ski mask, or black tan shirt, and a tactical backpack that had a AK pistol approaching the RNC. And so that was pretty interesting. His name was Donnell Hensley. And they said the FBI agent asked him if he had a gun on him because he was handshaking, looking back and forth, left and right. And I guess he looked super suspicious. And he said, well, you can check my stuff. And then they checked it, and there was an AK pistol. So, big old AK pistol. Good job, buddy. You almost made it. So close.
You have 1 minute remaining.
Oh, our time went by fast. Dwight has something.
Hey, this is Dwight.
Hey, Jonathan, don't forget to send me the visitors list.
Alrighty. Yes, sir. Yep, I'll get you that.
All right.
Sounds good.
Thank y'all.
Yeah, don't be
what y'all
afraid
do.
to remind us.
He won't be.
Alrighty, yes, ma'am.
Y'all
Sounds
don't
good.
be afraid to remind us if y'all need something.
Right?
All right. Yes, ma'am. We will. God bless you. I love y'all. Thank you for being out there. See y'all tomorrow.
Bye.
Thank you.
I'm telling you.
So I wasn't sure if you wanted to have comments going on that voice. Because somebody asked me.
They burning the country down with their progressiveness. It started with changing what gender is, then graduated to your racist if you think that your life.
We'll do our last song. You know, it was already playing, and then when it ended, it was just there. So let's see. Yeah, tomorrow night I'll bring my iPad out, and we'll have it on the RNC in between phone calls and everything. And so if Trump speaks or whoever the speakers are, we'll be able to we'll watch them in between. So we'll be with each other to do it. Who?
Trump.
Oh yeah, I'm excited. So maybe after we leave. Let's do little short kicks.
If tomorrow all the things were gone, I'd work for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife. I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away.
ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston and New York to LA. Well, there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say, at least I know I'm free, and I won't forget the man who died, who gave that right to me, and I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. And I'm proud to be an American, but at least I know that right to me, and I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
USA!
That's right. We're going to do all of them all the way down because we need all of those things. We do. We need to fight, fight, fight. We need to free the J6, and we need to uplift our country in prayer. So we're at the end of this. So as Tammy always says, y'all pray for us. We'll pray for you. And we'll be back here tomorrow night. Same bat channel, same bat station time.
Fight, fight.
And fight, fight, fight. That's right.
All right.
Power on.
Oh, you're right down.
I got these in the plate. Oh, yeah, you're talking to me. I need to pay that out, so that's a church. Two trees in the garden, yeah. Did anybody want these sodas? Pick them or I'll go.
Good night, you guys. I'm sorry, Deb. I'll see what the message. I only have the one phone out here, so it's hard for me to read my messages. But I love all you guys. God bless y'all. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see y'all tomorrow. We'll move on down to where we can see them a bit better. We'll see them flickering. Really, on this side? All right, so we'll set it up again. We'll play with it.